About how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
Lights, camera, action. I am, as the sign says, right down there, right there. I'm Greydon, and I'm your guide through the deep dive in the world of movies, right here on the Directors Club, exclusively on the Bloodline Entertainment Network. Check the description down below for everything about us, where you can find us on all of our social medias, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Kick. You can Facebook, you can find it all there, as well as bloodlinenetwork.com. And don't forget, when you're there, check out not only the articles that we have a great ton of writers writing. I've written a couple, but also check out the writers and check out our merch store at bloodlinenetwork.com/merch. Check that out and order yourself an awesome t-shirt, beach towel, cozy, and even a phone holder if you want to as well. So, and remember to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification for whenever we put out more content for you guys right here on the BEN network. And before I begin, today's episode of the DC is sponsored by the product that supports this channel and viewers.
Yo, what's good, brother? You ready to live stream?
Oh man, I just don't know. I'm feeling real low on energy right now.
What? You know what, man? I know exactly what you need. You need some W energy. Let me send you some W energy right now.
W who? W what? W energy? What's that?
What's W energy drink you say, Tim? W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or against like other energy drinks. W energy drink contains no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. W energy drink also contains vitamins, amino acids, nootropic, and 150 milligrams caffeine. Here, Tim, try W's energy drink, the latest flavor, Dragonade. How do you feel?
Yo! Oh, I'm feeling so much better. Damn, where do I get some more of that W from?
Oh, that's what's up. Just go to the awesome website, w.gg, and use our special code Bloodline1 and get 10% off right now.
Well, as you guys can see, W. Kind of like the old ECW chants. But anyways, check out W, so below w.gg. Check out and use our code Bloodline1, and receive 10% off of your purchase. Without further ado, let's dive into today's movie. As you can read down below, it's Gran Turismo, the movie based off a video game. Yes, this happens to be the year of video game movies, which I'm not complaining about. It's actually a good thing to see that we actually have some decent video game movies that have been out. Is Gran Turismo still one of them? Let's find out tonight. I'm going to go through the synopsis right now. A player wins a series of Nissan, as they call it in the movie, or Nissan, sponsored video game competitions through his gaming skills and becomes a real-life professional race car driver. And this movie is based on a true story. Believe it or not, based on a true story, based off of a video game and true story. Before I begin tonight, I want to ask you guys a simple question. How many of you have had a dream of playing video games? How many of you guys like video games? Raise your hand. I know my hand's up. But how many of you guys have ever dreamed about doing that professionally? How many of you have thought that playing your favorite video game would end up being something you could do professionally for your entire career? I.e., like the main character here in Gran Turismo, he never thought he wanted to race cars, but he didn't have the money to do so. So he goes and plays the video game and becomes an actual race car driver. That's crazy to think about, isn't it, folks? Crazy. Let's get into our chat before I begin more with this review. We have here Nick. What's up, man? I hope you're doing well tonight, man. How are you doing tonight? Courtney's here. Throw those ones up. She's saying hi to Nick. Saying hi to me. Devin, our tribal chief. Throw our ones up for Devin, guys. The Bloodline's in the building. What's good, brother? I'm doing well. Looking forward to tonight's movie. The director's cut is live tonight. I hope you guys are ready to dive into the world of movies. Courtney's giving us the ones up. Tim saying, let's go, G. Courtney again, throwing up the ones. Dubby. Yeah, Nick, Dubby. That's Dubby.gg. Dylan, thanks, Dylan. Go check out his Dome podcast. Dome Street podcast. It's awesome. Oh, sorry, Dome Field Advantage. I get that in Streets one mixed up all the time. I apologize for that, Dylan. But Dome Field Advantage, great thing on the Saints. You can tell his passion for that team and his passion for that podcast. So, Dylan, keep up the good work, man. You're doing great. All right. Courtney, use code Bloodline1. That's right. Use code Bloodline1. JD, the First Lady, is in the house. How you doing, Dylan? What are you saying hi to Dylan? Saying hi to the First Lady? You want to say to me? Yeah, there we go. Oh, for my video game stuff. So, yeah, whoever thought that playing your favorite video game would end up becoming something huge, that you can make a full career out of it? Think about it this way. Xavier Woods kind of makes his own career. Not only is he a professional wrestler, but he's also has his own Up, Up, Down, Down show and makes a career out of playing video games. Whoever thought of that? Name's easy to forget. Oh, you're all good. Appreciate the support. I appreciate you too, Dylan. Thanks for all the support you do and all the graphics you do for us here at the Bloodline Entertainment Network. So, anyways, there's a quote in this movie that I really love the most, and I'm going to start off this review with that quote. Orlando Bloom in this movie plays the Nissan owner looking for his next race car driver. This entire thing is a marketing extravaganza. That's an exact quote out of this movie. Excuse me. It's rare that a movie states the quiet parts out loud. Like, usually you don't say it's a marketing extravaganza out loud. But Reach for Your Dreams sports movies feel goodery. It's very hard to shake the feeling that it's simply a high-handed, elaborate corporate branding exercise. The smell of the ink from rubber stamping approval is never far away. So yeah, it's a noble intentions of saying it's this big, grandiose thing. So you guys know Gran Turismo is a racing simulator now. It's not a racing game, it's a racing simulator. That's what they call it now. On the PS4, PS5, the PlayStation bundle, network, whatever you want to call it. It's right there. Enjoy it. It's actually real life. You can actually drive it with one of those wheels. So everyone, let's do cool runnings right now. Everyone, grab your steering wheels. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. Drive forward. Turn left. Turn right. Drive forward. Yeah. We're turning. Okay, there we go. We're racing tonight, folks. So get your hands ready on your steering wheels and let's race. Gran Turismo was never one of those video games that lent itself to a big screen adaptation. There's no story mode there. It's literally just cars going around a racetrack. Like they're making kind of like Bubba J and with Jeff Dunham. I like NASCAR and drinking beer, and they're always making a left turn. But in Gran Turismo, they make more than left turns, though. It's actually just cars going around a racetrack. Sensibly, a story mode is found in John Martinborough's. I'm going to butcher that name. I think it's Jan Martinborough, played by Archie Metacui in here, a real-life player of the game who graduated from the GT Academy, which trained top-rated gamers to become professional race car drivers. This also means the game featured in this also means the game can be featured in the film a lot. The main character here is not Jan, but Gran Turismo itself. Like there's a scene where you see him playing the video game he wants to become this. His father doesn't agree with it. All right, Devin, let's race. I call the red shell, the blue shell, and the mega star. What do you want in this race, man? Oh, wait. Sorry, that was Super Mario Brothers, not Gran Turismo. Put those away. So, Devin, let's race. Okay, you ready? Let's go. Right, left. Okay. White knuckle racing, they make right turns too. Yeah, I know. I know it's white knuckle racing. It's actually more of like Formula One racing. So I'm learning my racing stuff. So if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I know it's not NASCAR. I know that much. But like I was saying, he wanted to become a race car driver. His dad goes, "We can't afford it." He plays this video game and goes into this academy where they physically train, like they're running, they're doing push-ups, they're training on the video games. It's a very intense moment in the movie when we see all this work that he's putting in to go and make it all happen for him. To the point where David Harbour's character is the trainer, and he goes, and he tells Orlando, "We have one left. He's the one." And it becomes Jan in here. After the pre-title scissor reel summarizing the brand, one that wouldn't look out of place in a shareholders meeting, we meet Orlando Bloom's slimy Nissan marketing exec, Danny Moore. Yeah, he's very slimy. And Orlando Bloom plays him perfectly. He's a simple man with a simple dream to make use of the vast untapped market in the gaming world via the GT Academy. In a heartwarming tale of corporate synergy, Nissan promptly agrees to sponsor a racing team with Gran Turismo players. The grand inciting incident is the entire film is therefore essentially how do we increase our annual profits. This is pretty much that movie. Is that how do we increase our profits? Well, you have a tie-in of a video game to make yourself a new driver to promote your video game to ultimately make a movie about your video game / true story of your driver becoming a race car driver in your video game. Yeah, if you can follow me along with that, that's great. If not, I just mapped it out for you guys. Tim here's laughing at my race car stuff. If I need knowledge of NASCAR, okay, good job for me in Formula One. So if we switch over to Cardiff, or a version of Cardiff where Welsh accents are absent. There, Jan is spending all his spare time playing Gran Turismo, dreaming of something more. Neil Blomkamp here is a fantastic director. You might remember him from District 9, Chappie, Elysium. He here makes this movie very fun. It's a chef's satire of District 9. AWOL makes some bells and whistles efforts to make the gaming and driving feel engaging, but outside of Top Gear, we need more than swooping drones and close-up of pistons. So if you're familiar with Top Gear, they show all these cars and they are running. They show all the pistons and everything like that and drone shots. We need more of that. But this is where this movie excels in, because they use a lot of the game footage in this movie. Yes, they do it more. They film it again in realistic setting, but you're talking about racing simulator that's already looking realistic to begin with. So they just take that and place it into the movie to make it even more huge. Here. The only drama comes with a couple of nasty crashes, including one genuine tragedy, which emphasizes the real danger of this real life sport. Performances from David Harbour as the mentor or the father figure in here, and and Damon Hinzu as Jan's actual father. Meanwhile, lend to the somewhat much needy heart and gravity of this movie. Otherwise, it's just your usual like Top Gun, Rocky, Mighty Ducks formula, plus many licensed logos in the frame that can be fitted. Yes, if you played Gran Turismo or any other racing game, you know that they are sitting there, and as you race by, you see all these shots of different logos and brands in there. I wish one day we're going to have our Bloodline, we're going to have our band logo right up there, along there as you see it in a race. You're going to see that happen. Mark my words, it's going to happen one day. But you see that, and it's Gran Turismo. These cars are fancy cars. When I say fancy cars, we're talking Nissans, we're talking more of the higher end cars than stuff I would drive or stuff that are on the market for us to drive. These are souped out cars, and this Jens kid becomes one of the greatest race car drivers on this circuit ever. The characters frequently like to remind of that this is not a game; it's a racing simulator. Could just easily level that as it isn't really a film; it's just a film simulator. I wanted to throw that in there just because if you said that this was just a racing simulator and not a real game, some people might have terms about that might come up with fisticuffs with you. But if it's a movie about a racing simulator, like, oh yeah, that's fine. I don't know about you, but I've seen people with their souped up rigs, and those rigs are actually pretty cool. The steering wheel, the pedals, all that fun stuff. They have all that everywhere, so they can drive these type of games. And you see that in this movie. You see these driving simulator rigs on there. So it's time for me to tell you guys one thing. Remember, it's cold out. It's cold out there. Summer's done. Fall's right around the corner. It's going to start getting colder. So remember, you need to buy some.
Tired of bored, uninspiring merch? Well, you need to go to bloodlinenetwork.com/merch.
We got merch for everyone. Men, women, kids, in the home.
We got tanks, V-necks, t-shirts, coffee cups.
And we can't forget about beach towels. That's right. Get your ass off that hot ass sand and get your Bloodline Entertainment Network beach towels.
bloodlinenetwork.com/merch.
For your pleasure.
Yes, you guys see. Check out our merch store, where you guys can not only be warm this winter and this fall, but you can also support whatever we do here. Kind of like how PlayStation supports Gran Turismo. And like Courtney says, it sounds like iRacing. It kind of is iRacing, but I mean, honestly, the simulator, it's kind of like a flight simulator. You do a flight simulator, that gets you ready for all the gears, the movements of the cockpit, the movements of the plane, movements of the car. That's what a simulator does. I checked. May I make a suggestion about a gaming simulator? Check out Farm Simulator. It's an awesome game. Check it out. Farm Simulator. Tell them Greydon the Bin Buster sent you. But anyways, what do I give this movie? Is this good? Is this bad? Or is it middle of the road? It's time to find out if it's too sweet. All I gotta say is this: when I first came in, it was a too sour for me when I first watched this movie. I had a chance to watch it early because it doesn't come out to the 25th everywhere. I got an early screening at one of my local theaters, so I happened to watch this early. However, I came in with low expectations, video game movies, especially a movie based off of a game simulator that has no story to it. I was a little skeptical about that. How would this play out? Are they going to make up a story? And then I did my research after the movie, found out that this was based on a true story, even though on there it does say based on a true story. I'm like, how is this based on a true story? Because I never knew Gran Turismo, the game, was actually part of a true story of this Gran Turismo race event. I did not know that because the GT Academy Gran Turismo is the race. That's the race. It's a Gran Turismo. So what will I give this? Is it too sweet, too sour, or meh? Right in the middle. You know what? I hate to do it. I've done it for every movie up to this point, but this is just too sweet. It can't be beat. So right there, boom, right there. It's just too sweet. So there. And thank you for watching and diving into the deep cut with me.
Oh, it's a deep burn. Oh, it's so deep.
Right here on the Director's Cut. Remember, check down below for all of our socials everywhere. All the Bloodline Network socials everywhere. So wait, Lovina and Paolo Ventura are not in it? They could very well be in this Streets, but they didn't really mention much names. Or if they did, I might have missed them and not picked up on that. I apologize. Streets out for that one. And there we go. Streets is here. How you doing, man? Roto Slappers, if you guys haven't checked it out, it's an awesome one. This past week they did some mock fantasy football with some friends. Check that out. But like I said, thanks for watching, diving deep with me. Check out down below for all of our socials on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Kick. Find us all down below, as well as you can find me, the Bin Buster, right here on YouTube at Bin Buster, as well as all my socials. Those are down below as well. But also, when you're here, check us out, Bloodline Network. We talk wrestling, we talk sports, we talk movies, entertainment. Check out our website, bloodlinenetwork.com, where now you can get our merch, but you can read awesome articles from your Bloodline family, folks. Just check us out there. And as well, remember, folks, until next time, there's more to the movies than what we see on the screen. I'm Greydon, and I'll be your guide through the world of films and their history. And join me right here next week as I talk. You want to see this? It's... Thanks. You want to see this one? That's awesome, Streets. And thank you, Streets, for saying you're hyped that you love all these movies, though. Yeah, thanks, Streets. Next week is one that I'm looking forward to. I'm so excited for this one. Next week, I will talk Blue Beetle. All things Blue Beetle next week. So join me on that as we talk Blue Beetle. Is this a standalone? Is this part of the DCEU that was previous? Or is this part of the new DCU? Find out next week when I talk Blue Beetle right here on the Director's Cut. Till next time. And that's a cut. Cut it, wrap it, and get it out of here. Right for Eddie.